Manifestation tends to be perceived as this very overcomplicated, mysterious, misunderstood concept. There's this false perception that when something is manifested, that you made it happen or that it showed up seemingly out of nowhere. But that's really not how it works at all. And it's these false perceptions that make some people roll their eyes and doubt that manifestation is even real. Trust me, I get that all the time. But let's be clear. Manifestation is not some sort of magic. It's not a religion. And honestly, it's really not anything outside of yourself and your reactions. In fact, once you understand what I'm about to share with you, your mind will be blown by how much this actually makes sense. And in turn, you'll be able to manifest what you want easily and effortlessly without all the struggle and complication. This is the real secret to manifestation, and I can promise you, what I'm about to tell you changes everything. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I show the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button below. It takes just one quick second, and I can promise you this video will make it all finally click for you. So once you do that, let's get right into it. How many times have you fallen in the trap of trying to manifest something and feeling like you're following all the right steps and what you're supposed to be doing, and you either get no results or sometimes even get the opposite of what you actually wanted? I mean, raise your hand. It's not just me. And I am so guilty of having done this so many times. And I still, to this day, catch myself sometimes trying to grip onto and force something to happen and sort of bend it to my will. This is normal. Because when you really want something, and especially if you are a stubborn kind of go-getter type A person like me, it's really hard to let go of that sense of control, that sense of power that comes with taking action. And there's this false perception that manifestation means that you want something and therefore it has to happen the way you want it to, the minute you wanted it to happen. But this is it's not how manifestation works. Step away from and let go of your grip and stop trying so hard to manifest what you want. It's less about trying and more about shifting. Stop holding life hostage, trying to wave a magic manifesting wand and make things only happen on your timeline in the way you wanted it in your specific point of view. Let it go. Let's be clear. It doesn't work faster if you do more or try harder, and it doesn't happen sooner if you keep pushing and doing more and more and more. The key really comes down to just this one thing. This is what makes manifestation actually work, so listen up. It's your perceptions and your reactions to the world around you. And if you're sitting there saying, what are you talking about? Let me give you a quick and simplified picture of how manifestation actually works. This is super simplified, but basically manifestation is co-creation. Like I said, you don't get to hold life hostage with a magic wand saying, I command this and this and this and this, and it has to happen right now. As much as you'd like it to, that's not how it works. It actually starts within your mind and in your subconscious programming, because your programming determines your opinions and perceptions and thoughts and beliefs about everything happening in the world around you. And these perceptions and opinions actually form your reality, whether or not you're aware of it. I mean, seriously, think about it. You could walk down the street with a stranger and you could both look at a house and have totally different perceptions and opinions on this house. You could be standing there thinking that this is a big, beautiful mansion that you would kill to live in and you would want nothing more than to have this be your home. Well, the person next to you could look at it and think that it's too small or not the right style and would never ever possibly ever even want to dream of living there. Same house, different perceptions based on your programming. The same is true about manifestation. You perceive things in different ways than other people perceive them. So what might be a major blessing and a huge win for someone might be your worst fear or something that you don't want at all. Not everyone wants the same thing, and not everyone's definition of success or wealth or health or happiness are the same. Every single person has their own belief system and their own wants, needs, and desires. So when manifesting, here is what it comes down to. You decide what you want, whether it's a person, place, thing, or experience. And more importantly, you decide why you want it. What feeling will having this thing provide? Because it's never about the thing itself, it's about the feeling it will give to you. Then you simply get rid of any old programming, any beliefs, or any opinions on why it's not possible or hard or not meant for someone like you. Get rid of basically anything stopping you from actually feeling good about it and feeling like whatever it is that you want is possible. And from there, then you move forward with co-creation. And here's what co-creation looks like, because I feel like a lot of people get confused about this. So here is the best way that I can explain it. It's almost like that saying, leap and the net will appear. Basically, you take an action, an inspired action that you feel called to do, something you feel urged to do, not just doing something because you feel like you're supposed to do something. That's not inspired action. There's a major difference. And from there, the universe meets you at that level and brings you to the next step. It's like a tennis match. You hit the ball and the universe hits it right back up to you, lining up the circumstance, person, place, or thing that needs to happen for you to take the next step. Then you hit the ball back with your next step, and it's back and forth, co-creation. It's about the universe meeting you where you're at based on the actions you're taking. Manifestation is actually about creating optimum circumstances for you to get what you want. It's not about something happening out of thin air. It's intention, action, universe responds, back and forth. And another way I could even explain it, it's almost as if you're standing on the edge of a mountain, looking across to a mountain of where you want to be. Whatever it is that you actually want is on this other mountain. And although you have no way of actually knowing how you're going to reach that mountain from where you are right now, you listen to what you feel called to do and you take the first step. And as you take that first step, you have no idea what is going to happen, but suddenly a step appears and you are one step closer to this mountain you're trying to reach. And on and over again until you form the bridge from where you are now to where you want to be. Your perceptions, reactions, beliefs, and actions are all lining you up for you to receive what you want. And if you really want to tap into and dive deeper into your beliefs and perceptions and how you see situations, I recently took this amazing class on Skillshare called Writing for Self-Discovery, 6 journaling prompts for gratitude and growth, and it was taught by Yasmin Cheyenne. And in this class, she goes through 6 different extremely powerful journal prompts that help you identify exactly how you operate and view the world and why, which is so important when it comes to successfully manifesting. This class takes you sort of out of that hustle and struggle mentality and gets you into a really healing place so that you can gain back your personal power and control. Instead of letting your brain run on autopilot, constantly reacting to the world around you, this really brings you into a much more gentle and grounded approach to see why you react to things the way you do and what's actually going on inside. And this isn't your traditional journaling type of class. She gives you so many alternative ways to get out what's going on inside out on paper, so you can really start to identify the things that you've maybe never realized before. And she even includes an entire downloadable journal so that you can follow along through each prompt. And the best part is that right now you can actually take this class and thousands of other classes completely free for an entire month, because Skillshare was kind enough to sponsor this video and offer my subscribers an entire month for free. As you know, and as I've mentioned before, I love taking classes on Skillshare because there are thousands of classes to choose from, with brand new classes being added all the time, and there are never any ads. From animation to productivity to marketing, entrepreneurship, self-care, creativity, and so much more. There is always something new and inspiring to add to your skill set. And as someone who's in the personal development space, I am always finding new inspiration for new areas that I want to learn about. I've honestly taken classes on everything from productivity to interior design to photography, and even one on growing indoor plants. And honestly, I've kept my plants alive thus far. I personally joined Skillshare probably a little over 2 years ago when I was really in this phase of looking for ways to feed my creative spirit. I'm constantly curious and wanting to learn new things. And to this day, 2 years later, I still add class after class to my list of things that I want to learn. And if you've been here on my channel for a while, you know that I never ever promote anything that I don't actually use personally. So be sure to take advantage of this really special offer this entire month for free and try out this journaling class for yourself. I feel like it really goes hand in hand with what I taught in this video. So once again, the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description box below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So grab it while you can. And be sure to try out that journaling class I talked about. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and sharing this really generous offer to my subscribers. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok at mkmagicmindset. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.